Hello everyone. Today I will tell you a story. The story is titled, A Peaceful Evening with Just Me and Lou. Please like and subscribe to my channel if you appreciate me. You can skip this if you don't like this video. Thank you very much. The story begins as follows. It was one of those evenings when the whole world seemed to slow down. The city outside my window had finally hushed. The sky was dimly painted with soft lavender light, and the hum of distant traffic faded into the background. Inside my little apartment, everything felt warm and calm. Just me, a cup of hot tea, and my cat, Lou. Lou, with her soft gray and white fur and round curious eyes, had already claimed her favorite spot on the windowsill. She sat like a tiny guardian, watching the flickering streetlights outside. Every so often, her tail flicked gently, as if responding to the rhythm of the night. I turned on some quiet jazz music, the kind that fills the air without taking over the mood. Lou's ears perked up at the sound of the saxophone, and she stretched her little paws as though she was about to join in on the beat. "Long day, huh, Lou?" I asked softly, sipping my tea. She blinked slowly, her way of saying, "Yes, but I'm glad we're home." There was something special about these moments. No loud conversations, no constant notifications from my phone, just the simple companionship between me and my cat. I watched as Lou turned around twice before curling up into a fluffy circle, her head resting on her paws. The sight made my heart melt instantly. I dimmed the lights a little, letting the golden glow from the lamp fill the room. It was the perfect evening, peaceful, cozy, and just right. As the clock ticked toward 8 p.m., I decided it was time for a late dinner. While I reheated some leftover pasta, Lou followed me like a little shadow. Her tiny paws made soft tapping sounds on the tiled floor, tap, 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 always keeping just enough distance to observe what I was doing. When I opened the fridge, her head tilted curiously. "No, Lou, this is for humans," I laughed. She meowed once, as if disagreeing. I finally took out a small dish of her favorite wet food, salmon flavor, and placed it beside my chair. The moment I set it down, Lou transformed from an elegant lady into a tiny, hungry lioness. Her enthusiasm made me laugh so hard that I almost dropped my fork. Dinner was simple, but sharing it with her made it feel like a little celebration. Afterward, I sat on the couch, scrolling through my phone, while Lou jumped up beside me and began grooming her paws. She looked so serious, as if her nightly cleaning routine was the most important mission in the world. When I finally put my phone away, Lou stretched across my lap and stared up at me with her sleepy eyes. Her purrs were soft but constant, like a tiny engine of comfort running just for me. I could feel the vibration through my hands as I gently petted her back. That's when I realized something. The night didn't need to be exciting. It didn't need fireworks or laughter or endless entertainment. Sometimes it's these small, silent moments, a warm lap, a soft purr, the quiet hum of a lamp, that make life feel full. Lou looked up, blinked again, and then tucked her head under my hand. The jazz music had turned to slow piano by now, and the room felt like a safe little world that belonged only to us. I whispered, "Thank you, Lou," without even knowing why. Maybe it was for her company. Maybe it was for reminding me to slow down. Later that night, I turned off all the lights except for the soft glow of the window. Lou had moved to the edge of my bed, lying on her side, completely relaxed. I joined her and pulled the blanket over myself. The sound of her rhythmic breathing filled the silence like a lullaby. Before falling asleep, I thought about the day, how busy it had been, how much noise and rush I'd gone through just to arrive at this quiet moment. Yet, it was this simple, unplanned evening with Lou that felt the most meaningful. She wasn't doing anything extraordinary, just being there, existing peacefully beside me. But maybe that's exactly the kind of magic we often overlook. In a world that constantly tells us to do more, achieve more, and move faster, nights like this remind me that peace doesn't come from having everything. It comes from appreciating the little things we already have. Watching Lou stretch and purr taught me something beautiful. Contentment doesn't require grand moments. It's hidden in the small, quiet spaces of everyday life. A cozy corner, a shared meal, or even just sitting beside someone you care about. Many of us rush through our days searching for the next big thing, but perhaps what we truly need is to slow down and breathe. Like Lou, we can learn to be fully present, to enjoy the warmth of a home, the softness of a blanket, or the comfort of silence. So tonight, I remind myself, and you, to take time for peace. Turn off the noise. Sit with your thoughts. Enjoy the company of those who bring calm to your world, even if they're covered in fur and have four paws. Because in the quiet moments, when the world feels still, you'll realize that happiness was never far away. It's been sitting right beside you all along, purring softly, just like Lou.